Hi everybody, the Syntakt has a new range of machines and I'm going to look at BD Acoustics. Now BD Acoustics I think is really going to be a class drum machine. Or is it a bass machine? I'm going to show you some practical things on here. How I would use BD Acoustics in doing a mix, in making some music, because Syntakt already comes with quite a lot of machines, but BD Acoustics has taken me actually by surprise, to be honest. It's quite interesting. I know I did a video the other day on SY chip, you know, the Nintendo chip, but this is BD Acoustics. Right, so what I've done here is I've just put on a track number 9. I've just basically initialized it, and this should be a nice little bass drum. It's at 120 BPM and it's recording absolutely fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and find it. I'm sure you can see it on the camera. Yes, everything's set up here, so just go into the drum. BD hard, it's on yet. Let's just go into BD Acoustics. Nothing too exciting there, but we'll speed it up in a minute. We'll get it going. Let's just put some beats on there. So there we actually have BD Acoustics. Yep, that's fine. So immediately, if you put some overdrive on, you can hear the massive difference it makes. And you're beginning to get a nice click there. But what I found, if I put some delay on it, an even deeper kick. Now that is what I would say is a bass, an absolute bass you're getting there. So think of it as a bass. Now if you look at the wave file here, let's just change the wave file slightly to a sine wave. Now you want to a triangle there, and you really have got a bass there. So we've had a kick, we've had a bass. What we're going to do now is we're just going to speed the tempo up a bit, because you know how much I like my 148 or 145. I once did a video of who's afraid of the 145, and it was quite controversial because 50% of people said I'm not afraid of 145 beats per minute, and 50% did say 135 is better. Anyway, so what we've actually got going off here is actually slightly faster. Now what else can we do? Let's go back into the actual BD Acoustics itself. The hold time doesn't seem to do too much, so why worry about that? Impact is fairly low. If we take the delay time, the impact and the hold, yeah, a bit more on the hold is a bit more interesting. So you've now got a kick there. So don't be afraid of putting too much overdrive on there, which is very good. What we can also do at this stage is, now don't forget, I've just increased the decay there, and there's your new bass. I don't think anybody's actually recorded or saved or put this new bass into a soundtrack. So if you just look at those settings there, save those settings, and you've got a great bass. Go into the amp and reverb. Listen to that. That is pretty good. Well, I think it's anyway. Let's just go into the other settings of the reverb. And you've got like a decay and reverb there. Isn't that just a great way to start a track if you had that, you know, that sort of like tension in your track? And that's actually how I would actually use it. Right, okay, so let's just have a couple of other things with this here. I'm going to just go into the LFO here. Let me just take that. Ooh, that's nice. Just take the decay down a bit. What I'm going to do here, just for change, I'm going to go into the LFO and see if whether the low frequency oscillator actually makes a difference if you change the frequency. I don't know if it will do, I've not tried it, but it's one of the things I like to do. So press it LFO, let's go down to the frequency somewhere, there we go, into the frequency. Let's just turn up the depth. You can hear it obviously changing a bit. Let's just change the mode. Now you're on mode 1 there, so it just does it once and comes back. That's a bit more practical. Let's just change the wave. Increase the multiplier. And you've got a very static bass there, very static kick there, but but it's practical and it's your kick. You've made it. Get the reverb up there. Take the reverb off. It's quite a pounding kick there, which you can do a lot with and build it in. You can put other things on the track there. And you can hear then that when you take the hold off, it does sound different. What I'd also like to do here is just want to go into LFO again, and then just see what any of the other LFO has on any of the other settings on here. The tune, if I do it on the tune, it will probably go absolutely crazy. I can do it, but it will probably go crazy. I was just thinking whether overdrive. Oh, if you go into Venom, yeah. So that's worth considering. Maybe. Anything else? Waveform. It's just making it deeper. Oof. Now that's interesting because that's almost like a distortion. So look at what we've done there. We've gone to the sine wave. We put the LFO on it, so it's going like this, and you've almost got a bit of a cheeky distortion. I've never seen that before. Just turn it back to it and go back to it again. Can you hear that? Now I've changed the multiplier down, so it's not as dramatic. Comes in later. So, a few things there to bear in mind. Let's just go back into the actual BD Acoustics synth itself. And now we've got a nice pounding bass build up. And then what you could do naturally is what I like to do is just go into track number 4. Nice little hi-hat on. What have we got on track number 1? Nothing, I don't think, have we? Go into sound browser. It's quite interesting. Another build-up, of course. What I could do, let's go back into sound browser and let's just go into the filter and maybe just sneak down to Mr. Bass. And not that by mistake, but it sounds good, doesn't it? Now you've got a bit of a start of a track there, and this is literally how I build tracks up. This is how I actually start to make music and start to make tracks. Sometimes it's a mistake, sometimes it's intentional, but I'd say more times it's more mistake. And then what you can do here is, so you've actually got this on, pattern number 1. Let's just copy it. Nothing on pattern number 2. So what you can do here is, go into purple mutes. So that could be the start of your track. And then just go into track pattern number 2. Stuff in and out, that's absolutely good. So let's just try it and look something else quickly. Let's just have a quick look at Mr. Bass. I'm almost like I've got 3 or 4 build-ups here, because that's definitely a build-up. Let's just take the other things off. So there we are, we've got BD Acoustics, which if you can change from a drum to a bass, put a hi-hat on it, put another bass on it, put another kick on it, and you can start to build your music up. And that's how I start to build tracks up and start to build music up. Well, I do hope that you've enjoyed this BD Acoustics. I've got SY chip coming out very soon as a tutorial, and I just hope you're more, and I'll do some more soon, and hopefully I'll see you all soon. I'm just going to carry on now playing and messing about if you want to stick around, but really I just enjoy making music.